What are you two miserable misfits laughing at?
Nothing at all.
I know I heard you two laughing. Now cough it up. Batty Mountbatten, you little bat-eared vermin, what's so funny? Bonaparte, come on, spill it before I crack you one upside your thick skull.
It's what's on the computer. We were looking at Nikki Finkenstein's Hollywood Undead line. You know, that Hollywood gossip blog from hell?
Yeah, and there's a new story all about you.
What?
Hollywood Undead Line. With your host, Nikki Finkenstein.
Hollywood Undead Line, the true life after death behind-the-scenes stories of your favorite movie ghoulie stars. In this segment, we ask, whatever happened to Creeporia de Creepy? Greetings, ladies and ghouls. We bring you another in our true Hollywood life after death examinations of a film star wannabe. Our subject, Creeporia de Creepy. So, where does her story begin?
About 300 years ago, she was an actress in a show, and she was known around the world, from Iceland to Pretoria. When she performed or sang a song, she drew a crowd, a happy throng. They loved her, she could do no wrong, and she had fame and gloria. 'Twas then occurred a heinous fluke. A jealous thespian, a duke, came on stage to recite a sonnet. She knocked his wig off and stepped on it. It was an accident, I swear, yet he gave her an evil glare. When later he found her alone, he gazed at her with eyes of stone. And now her story gets much worse, for on her brow he placed a curse.
You do not know that I'm a mage, and now this mage is in a rage. And since you made me look the fool, I will turn you into a ghoul. You wanted fame to reach the sky, but soon your name will be forgotten. However, you shall never die. You'll walk the earth half dead and rotten. Only two things can break this curse. It doesn't matter which comes first. Now, one way to win back your life is if you can become the wife of one who'll gladly give their heart to such a vain, repulsive tart. Good luck with that. The second way to end this game is if you can regain your fame. Should you become a star once more, then this curse gets thrown out the door. But despite your best song and dance, I'd say you haven't got a ghost of a chance.
And so, for 3 long centuries, she lived in an immortal freeze. Throughout the years, she tried and tried to win back crowds. She's laughed, she's cried. But creepiness is now a factor that ruins her work as an actor. Yet still she'll rise up from the grave to seek a good review or rave. And every week she'll pray and pine to see her face on Vogue or Time. But audiences seem to feel that her face they abhor ya. The very best that she can do is end up on Fangoria. So, now you know her storia. And her name is Creeporia.
So where is Creeporia de Creepy now? We haven't seen or heard from her in a bat's age. And ironically, she actually is an old bat of advanced age. Rumor has it that after being on screen since the dawn of movies, today her career is even deader than the corpses in her creaky old horror films. Could it be that Hollywood is thankfully rid of this mediocre matron of mayhem once and for all? I declare that this 300-year-old curvaceous corpse may not technically be dead, but she sure is rotting, and she stinks to high heck. Pew!
She's made a laughingstock out of me.
Yeah, and the worst part is, everybody who's anybody in Hollywood goes to her website. You'll probably never work in this town again.
She just put the final nail in the coffin of your acting career.
And these two are supposed to be my friends. Oh well, that's what I get being stuck living in a crypt. When it comes to a social life, I feel like I'm scraping the bottom of the sepulcher.